Hi, this is Alan Taylor, director of the pilot of Mad Men, which we are now about to start watching. Hopefully you've watched it before and aren't watching it for the first time with me blithering on top of it, because you might miss the good parts. This is the wonderful credit sequence that AMC came up with that we all loved, that did a great job of capturing the feeling, the sort of the glamour and also the existential discomfort that we were sort of going for. The script had this quote on the front of it when I got it, and it's a great way to sort of get everybody in the mood for what they're going to see. The pilot, unlike the series, was shot on location in New York, so this is an actual bar in Harlem called, I believe it's called the Lenox Lounge. I think that's the right name. And this is one of my favorite shots. I wanted to shoot John Hamm, the brilliant John Hamm, from the back frequently because the iconography of his sort of masculinity was so strong, and then it was cool that AMC sort of turned that image into the promotional image for the show, that shot from behind. I love this scene because it's very uncomfortable for most of us to watch. It's sort of ladled in easygoing racism.
Can I ask you a question? Why do you smoke?
The bartender that comes over is clearly racist, but the funny thing is everybody in the scene is racist. And don't, unlike, the approach in Mad Men was always not to make a point of it, not to feature it, but just to sort of have it be part of the world.
So you obviously need to relax after working here all night.
Yes. I don't know.
Sorry, I'm getting distracted and watching the show. I should be talking. You can always turn me off if you don't want to hear it. Casting John Hamm was the big breakthrough and the sort of defining thing in making the show, and we were so lucky to get him. It took us a long time to realize he was the guy. I think partly my problem was that he's so handsome. It took me a long time to realize that a guy this handsome could be this interesting. But he is the only man for the role, and it's that wonderful feeling now that we were smart for casting him. We get to feel proud of ourselves.
I think I could find something. I love smoking.
I love smoking. That's very good.
My wife.
He's obviously here having his crisis for the tobacco meeting that is what characterizes most of this episode.
Ladies love their magazines.
Yes, they do.
I love this scene. This final beat was meant to be within the body of the scene. This little moment he has surveying the room was intended to be in the body of the scene, and for some reason got moved to the end, but I still love that moment. That feeling of loss on his face, the confusion. And now we meet the wonderful Rosemary DeWitt, who in many ways is the most modern person in the show,
Worried about waking me, were you?
Am I interrupting anything?
at least not trammeled up with the a lot of the values and
Yeah, I'm still up working.
notions of etiquette that everybody else in the show is caught up in.
They invented something called grandmother.
This scene was shot in an amazing building in 57th Street, and we knew we loved the location, but we were all warned that it was going to be almost impossible to shoot because it's on something like the 17th floor with only one tiny elevator, no storage space for our crew and our equipment, but the brilliant designer Bob Shaw and Phil Abraham, the brilliant DP, we all agreed that this was the best location we'd found. So the brilliant Scott Hornbacher, our producer, made it work. I don't know how we did it, one elevator, but it really felt like Midge's world.
No more doctors, no more testimonials, no more cough-free, soothes your T-zone, low tar, low nicotine, filter tip, nothing. All I have is a crush-proof box, and 4 out of 5 dead people smoked your brand.
This location was then copied more or less for the series. We built a set based on this, and like many of the sets, if you look carefully, you'll see the differences between the real thing and the sets we built. But here we had the pleasure and the agony of being in real locations.
Midge, I'm serious. I have nothing. I am over, and they're finally gonna know it. Next time you see me, there'll be a bunch of young executives picking meat off my ribs.
Oh, that's a pretty picture.
There was a feeling that Midge, this character, should sometimes be shot differently than the rest of the show. Much of the show is characterized by one kind of style that maybe I'll talk about since I'm here by myself, as we go through various scenes, that has a kind of formality to it and some frames and compositions that we've seen from movies of the period. But the other look was something more sort of nouvelle vague was the idea, that it should feel a bit more naked, a bit more like the other films being made in this period, not the Hollywood movies with perfect wardrobe, but the sort of the French films that were just starting to do things in a kind of more honest way. So the lighting in this scene, I think, reflects that, and some of the framing, hopefully. So the idea being that we would sort of feel her modernity and her the intimacy they have, more with that style than with a slightly more formal style that we took for the rest of the show.
Sterling's having the tobacco people in 9 hours, and I have nothing.
You can hear real New York traffic out the window, because this is real New York. Artfully placed blinds in the window so you can't see things that might feel too modern across the street. I love this frame. It was a trick getting the sheet to fall just where it was, let's see, sexy but legal, I guess. Another shot I like. This is looking down at a location that's down near the financial district in New York, and we had to frame it like this to avoid all the modern stuff. And we noticed that as we swung the camera out that actually that was the best part of the shot, so we wound up using that take as we swung out. That's in the lobby of the same building. This is a set on our stage. And here we start to meet the rest of our world. I love these guys. They had just met, and they had to sort of become friends, so they went out drinking most nights, allegedly to bond, but I think also to drink. Michael Gladys, Aaron Staten, and Rich Summers. If you look carefully there at that scene that just ended, you'll see that Rich thought we had cut and started walking off the set, off the elevator, not through the door, but off the wall of the set. You might have to go back and watch that again, but you'll see everybody else starts to move towards the front of the car, and he, unfortunately, or fortunately, for our humor now, turns and walks through what should be the wall.
Oh, honey, don't worry. I'll get home safely.
The wonderful, seductive, sleazy Vincent Kartheiser, who nailed this role. Again, I gave him a hard time as we were casting it. There was somebody else I really wanted for the role for a while, and Vincent completely nailed it and made it his own. We shot this office here because it's one of the few areas in our location where you could look out the window and see a lot of New York, and all of it felt period.
I'll drop by your place on my way home. Your mother can check under my fingernails. Of course, I love you.
He's talking to his fiancée. He's about to pick up a picture of his fiancée, which is funny because that's actually the mother of the writer of the episode. And if you look carefully at it, you'll see it doesn't bear that much resemblance to the woman who played his fiancée and wife later on in the series.
Now this is the executive floor.
The spectacular Christina Hendricks and the incandescent, brilliant, talented Elizabeth Moss. This is our main set. It's an actual location that Bob Shaw, the designer, spruced up and made over. It was a fairly small box-like room, so this is a case where we're doing lots of creative geography to make it feel like they have a lot of space to walk through to get from place to place and to play out the dialogue. Later on in the series, we had a much bigger set, so it didn't require quite so much contorting.
I don't know what your goals are, but don't overdo it with the perfume. Keep a fifth of something in your desk. Mr. Draper drinks rye.
I noticed watching the pilot afterwards that some of my favorite stuff was these two together.
You better find out.
And one of my favorite lines is coming up.
He may act like he wants a secretary, but most of the time they're looking for something.
But here you see the way we shot the office throughout, the sort of, not this frame, because that's obviously waiting for an over-the-shoulder to step into it, but the previous frame featuring the ceiling. Here's the line that I love.
Put it over your head, get undressed, and look at yourself in the mirror. Really evaluate where your strengths and weaknesses are, and be honest. I always try to be honest. Good for you.
It's being delivered with so much concern, and it's probably one of the sickest things a woman could ever say to another woman. This is a good joke. We have a few sort of cheap jokes, and this is one of them with the technology, but it's great. It really works for people, and it's a great way of sort of reminding us that we're in a different world.
You're really wonderful for looking out for me this way. It's Joan. And listen, Don't take
costumes by the brilliant John Dunn, who did The Impossible with the money we had for the pilot. Janie Bryant came on to do the costumes for the series, and she's brilliant too.
Also, men love scarves.
And I love the way she shifts here for the men arriving. She does such a great job of showing that there's two worlds. There's the women and there's the men, and she knows how to play both sides. It's one of the sickest things about Joan, but why she does well. And if you can see out the door there that there's almost no set. Supposedly we've just come out of that vast office, and in fact I think we had one flat out the door, so hopefully people aren't paying too much attention to what's behind the brilliant, charismatic, and deeply handsome John Slattery.
Which means you should be worried. So you came here because you wanted to watch me get dressed?
No, I wanted to make sure you were here.
In body. Maybe about a half hour for the rest of it.
Oh. How do I put this? Have we ever hired any Jews?
Not on my watch.
Again, easygoing, relaxed attitude towards racism and anti-Semitism and everything else. They're steeping in it the same way they steep in whiskey and cigarettes.
Yeah, I know.
You can't distinguish the good guys from the bad guys by the usual measures that our modern value system would suggest. So it's a little unsettling.
You want me to run down to the deli and grab somebody?
Mr. Button.
Here, John does a nice moment shifting when his boss leaves the room to see that even though he's cool, he's not that cool. I love this shot for a bunch of reasons. I like how it shifts the tone of our story, and also it's a reference to the Plop Plop Fizz Fizz campaign that was one of the major advertising coups of the 60s. These scenes have been rearranged a little bit from how they were in the script, and I remain sort of... I sort of preferred the way they were in the order in the script, but for various reasons they got shifted around in the final edit. But they still seem to work. People seem to follow the story. Brian Batt, Salvatore.
Still trying to fill out that bikini?
Summer's coming.
Out.
It was a hard part to cast Salvatore because we knew we needed certain things from the character, but we needed to feel like we were in period. We finally realized when we saw Brian that what we needed was sort of Rock Hudson. We needed somebody who was, a leading man, and
I know these guys.
he did a great job. It was a pleasure to work with too.
Give me a woman in a bathing suit, put her next to your guy.
A sexy girl? I can do that.
Give a chance to get a real model.
Oh, I love my work. Speaking of sexy girls, are you going to be at the party?
It's so awkward. Speaking of sexy girls, I love the awkwardness he brings to it.
My face. I want to be alone so I can do something. Should we drink before the meeting or after?
Don, like everybody else, absolutely oblivious.
So, that's it, huh? Relax.
Don't be short with me. You're the writer. I thought it was worth a try.
Okay, this is a scene that used to happen later in the episode, but it got moved here, I think, to sort of help us track the crisis in the tobacco account that Don's dealing with.
Than I expected. Do you have some kind of surprise for the tobacco people?
I'm doing my own research.
If you're
I love the way
planning to
John
use
plays this.
political testimony, you'll
Greta Gutman, it's a difficult part to play because it was in many ways written as a caricature and had to be sort of played that way, but with enough grace that it didn't become sheer comic caricature. She also has the sort of smartest lines in the show, which helps. She's absolutely right about everything she says, but our hero is absolutely wrong in terms of analysis and in terms of not sort of really knowing what's coming culturally, but you still sympathize with him and not with her.
When I studied with Adler in Vienna, we postulated that what Freud called the death wish is as powerful a drive as those for sexual reproduction and physical sustenance.
Freud, you say? What agency is he with?
So we're supposed to believe that people are living one way and secretly thinking the exact opposite? That's ridiculous.
Okay, that was a bit of a wink,
Let me
wink,
tell you something, Miss Gutman.
nudge, nudge joke.
Dr. Gutman. Psychology might be great at cocktail parties, but it so happens that people were buying cigarettes before Freud was born. The issue here isn't why should people smoke, it's why should people smoke Lucky Strike. Suggesting that our customers have
I like this scene because John Hamm, Don Draper, is winning the argument in the scene, but he's absolutely wrong, and she's right, and she's losing.
There's no proof.
There's conclusive proof that none of these low-tar, low-nicotine or filtration systems have any effect on the incidences of lung cancer.
Just give me the damn report.
I think you'll find it very convincing.
Oh, I'm sure I will. You're the one who found all of our medical testimonials in the first place.
It's true, Mr. Draper, but
Has anyone else seen this?
of course not. It's your account.
Good. I don't want to hear about it anymore. I'm sorry, I just find your whole approach perverse.
Good luck at the meeting. I'm sure it will be a quick one.
So she gets the final zinger, but still, the oblivious males think they're
Sal, I'll take that drink.
winning. Okay, another moment of existential void for our hero. We shot this shot of the ceiling with just a portion of the ceiling, and then the fly was added by CGI later. They did a great job for not too much money, I think. And you can make what you will of that image and how it applies to our main character. There's a very subtle light shift that happens here as time passes. And then we bring in one of my favorite characters in a kind of dreamy way.
Excuse me. Mr. Draper. I'm sorry to wake you, but Mr. Campbell is outside.
Again, the wonderful modern ceilings behind people whenever, as often as possible. That was something that Phil Abraham, the DP, and I and Bob Shaw, I guess it started with Bob Shaw because he was bringing in images of the period, and a lot of the designers and architects of the period were very proud of the modern lines they were creating on the ceiling, and so it tended to feature them, and then they were featured also in Hollywood movies like The Apartment. We knew from early on that that would be a sort of defining image for the show.
I see your point.
I brought you some aspirin.
We'd all worked on Sopranos before, and we'd gotten used to having our cameras kind of low already, but here, there you go. There's the blank set out the door. Anyway, to finish that previous moment, we knew that
Speaking of which,
we were going to have to do this, so Bob Shaw went to great length to build sets that included ceilings, which is rare in television. Usually you have no ceilings so that you can light more quickly.
where you from, honey?
Miss Deaver's secretarial school.
Top notch. But I meant, where you from? Are you Amish or something?
Again, he thinks he's being flirtatious, and he's being,
I'm from Brooklyn.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say asshole. I guess if I'm not, they'll edit it out. He's being a jerk.
Is that all, Mr. Draper?
And she handles it as best she can.
I'm working my way up.
That'll be all. Peggy, right?
Yes. Oh, and it's time for
The funny thing is, she leaves here, and you assume that she knows, as we know, that he's no good, Mr. Campbell. But we know that, but as we discover later on, their relationship is going in a different direction.
A little young for you, Draper.
Again, creative geography as we walk them back and forth over the same few square feet of space we had.
Can I tell you about the bachelor party tonight?
You sure did.
So do I get first crack at her? Word is she took down more sailors than the Arizona.
How old are you, Pete?
I just turned 26.
The imagery of the show was just, it was really fun to work with these very masculine silhouettes, these suits, these haircuts, clean shaven against these glowing panels and stuff was something that we tried to feature.
Advertising is a very small...
Male and female iconography being a big part of the sort of theme of the show.
In the steno pool on her first day.
This is where Don Draper gets a real zinger. He flattens Pete, who ultimately is more callow than our main character.
Corner office, a mid-level executive with a little bit of hair who women go home with out of pity.
We knew it was an important line, so John got several whacks at it, and each one was great in different ways, and this was the one we liked the most. Pete is flattened, but he recovers because he has to, and he goes in to face the next challenge.
Here are our miracle workers now.
Following him in the room so that we sort of identify with them, watch the scene from their perspective.
Fellow is Don Draper, the best creative director in New York.
Well, at least the building. Pleasure to meet you.
And now we have the
Oops, sorry about that.
payoff of the joke that was set up earlier about do we hire Jews.
I was expecting...
You were expecting me to be a man.
Maggie Siff does a brilliant job with this character. It's somebody we've never really seen portrayed before, I think. The combination of strength and femininity and masculinity and intelligence and attractive, but not
One of the rising
sort of
stars here.
Hollywood beautiful. She's a wonderful actor, and
Why don't we make
it's a
ourselves
very cool
comfortable,
character.
Miss Megan, you can tell us what you have in mind.
Wonderful.
It's very subtle. Isn't that your shirt?
All the way to the middle.
Still makes me laugh the way they handle that Okay, again, tending to look up at buildings or down at buildings since we couldn't look into the street and see all the wrong cars and couldn't afford to clear the street on our budget. This is sort of a old-fashioned kind of shot where you tell the audience where you are by going on the sign, but sometimes old-fashioned felt appropriate for this show. One of my absolute favorite scenes, Remy Auberjonois playing Dr. Emerson. He nailed this part. He found exactly the right balance we were looking for.
Must be a scream to work with her.
The scene makes your skin crawl, but the key to it is that he must think he's charming all the way through, because he's very popular with the ladies and he absolutely oblivious to the things that are making our skin crawl. And Remy was the only one who really found it and nailed it. I'm hoping we can bring him back into the series later on because he was such a great character.
If you're not married,
That's right.
and yet you're interested in the contraceptive pills.
Look at that look on his face. It's perfect. He goes from charm to being the stern father. It's
I sent you to me because I'm not here to judge you. There's nothing wrong with a woman being practical about the possibility of sexual activity.
and we wanted to get close-ups of the tools just to help with the unpleasantness.
Derwin would like to think that putting a woman
Like that.
in this situation is not going to turn her into some kind of strumpet. Slide your
And the
fingers
use of
over
the old-fashioned word strumpet and the fact that he plays with the use of that word is just a very clever actor who knew exactly how to handle the material. The smoke going up in the background you can see as he works on his patient.
I'll warn you now. I will take you off this medicine if you abuse it.
That has got to be one of the most repulsive lines ever spoken. The presumption of this guy.
Times, easy women.
Again, she's having a moment like Don Draper with his fly, sort of zoning out for a moment, understandably.
I understand, Dr. Emerson. I really am a very...
Not just to focus on Remy, because Elizabeth's doing such brilliant work here, too.
Sure, you're not that kind of girl. Now, Joan, I'm just kidding along here. You can
And here, flirting while he's doing it. It's just, it's great.
I'm gonna write you a prescription for Enovid. They're $11 a month, but don't think you have to go out and become the town pump just to get your money's worth.
One last repulsive moment, and then he presumes to flirt. It's just astonishing. So cutting from cigarette to cigarette.
Including a spot during the Danny Thomas show, if you can afford it. We could really boost awareness.
Then, 10% off coupon in select ladies magazines will increase your first-time visit.
Again, very nicely written scene. These guys are doing a perfectly good job. They're doing their jobs very well, handling the account exactly how they should, and yet she doesn't go for it, and they're basically losing even though they're doing their job correctly.
I think your father would agree with the strategy.
He might. But he's not here because we just had our lowest sales.
And she does a good job of
So I suppose what I...
sensing, sniffing out, and exposing the layers of
Miss Mencken,
misogyny and anti-Semitism that are at play in the room.
to your needs.
If I wanted some man who...
Pete's not as sharp as the other two, so he walks into this one
As my father...
a bit more heavy-handedly than the others.
Where I was. Their research favors coupons, too.
It's not just research, Miss Mencken. Housewives love coupons.
I'm not interested in housewives.
What kind of people do you want?
I want your kind of people, Mr. Draper. People who don't care about coupons, whether or not they can afford it. People who are coming to the store because it is expensive.
Well, we obviously have very different ideas.
Yes, like the customer is always right. Gentlemen,
It's a funny scene for Don Draper because he's, as usual, his usual masculine kind of presumptuous self, but he sort of reacts like a little girl here, winds up taking his toys and going home.
It's a silly idea that people are going to come to...
It's a very bratty reaction, very childish, very
It works for Chanel.
Menken's is not
girly in a way.
That's a vote of confidence.
What I'm saying is,
And here Pete puts all his feet in his mouth at once.
it's French, it's continental, it's...
Not just another Jewish department store.
Exactly.
Oops.
You were right, Roger. This place really runs on charm.
Don.
I'm not going to let a woman talk to me like this. This
Right.
meeting is over.
At this point, he's acting more like a woman, she's acting more like a man. So again, it's sort of messing with gender expectations in a fun way. And here we sort of save the reveal of our guy from the mailroom for this final comic beat where he's not allowed to have a
Hey, Don,
Bloody Mary.
I don't blame you. She was way out of line. Adding money in education doesn't take the root of
Thinly veiled anti-Semitic slap. Again, this is one of the images that we knew we wanted to use. We'd seen photographs that Bob Shaw had brought in that
And you are. I mean,
had this quality, and we wanted to make sure we brought that in the show at some point. The silhouettes against illuminated windows with the a shadow moving in the background.
Look, I'm sorry. I was
Okay, they almost kiss and make up here,
damn tobacco.
but Pete, being Pete, can't help but push it one step too far,
A man like you I'd follow into combat,
laid on a bit too thick,
and I wouldn't be the first.
and Don's guard goes back up.
Let's take it a little slower. I don't want to wake up Bregman.
And then Pete says a dirty word that I don't think is allowed, but he mutters it enough that we can get away with it.
Dr. Emerson's a dream, isn't he? He seemed nice.
Back to the two that I just love to see together.
Southampton.
Christina sails across the office like a beautiful ship. She really nailed the sort of the aesthetic of this time.
Nervous, but this is the nerve center of the office.
This is a fun, pleasant scene with great work by some wonderful comedians, some of whom have turned up on other shows now since then. But we could pretend like we discovered them or something.
I know you girls are busy, but we've got a new one.
Again, featuring the ceilings behind them. This location was sort of propped up just some sheetrock panels in our main location, and we positioned it so that we made sure that we had a good view of depth and ceiling behind our main characters in the doorway. I remember something horrible about these phone machines, that they came in late, or they didn't work, or they wouldn't stand up, or I can't remember. There was some disaster that we barely pulled together right in time to shoot the scene.
Draper wasn't interested. Well,
Peggy Elizabeth Moss doing a great job as the sort of
You see that you got your hands full.
slow pickup on the office dynamics she's just starting to encounter for the first time.
I bet you Mr. Draper would like them if he could see them.
Again, good-hearted advice. I love Elizabeth's reaction there. Okay, that was an easy shot to do, period. These guys do such a wonderful job with the material. Even when we ask them to do a bit of a caricature, we sort of allow ourselves a slightly cheap joke right at this moment. But, what? It's a show about smoking. You got to do that once.
And they're getting sued by the federal.
Okay, this is sort of the heart of the episode in terms of the main plot of the cigarette tobacco crisis. The funny thing is, it comes fairly early in the show. We have a lot of, again, the sort of elegance with the way with which the writer handles this material, that he doesn't allow it to fall into a procedural where you would sort of win the account in the final scene. Instead, we get this seeming obstacle out of the way fairly early on, and continue to explore Don and his world.
Already funded our own tobacco research center to put this whole rumor to rest.
And that's a very good start. But it may not affect sales. Don, I think maybe that's your cue.
Don, obviously, unprepared. A scene we've seen in many Bewitched episodes, where the ad executive comes and doesn't have a clue, and we start to sweat with him. Those are blank pages he's looking at. He doesn't have a thing. And into the breach steps the overeager Pete.
I mean, I'm a Lucky Strike man from way back, so.
It's nice seeing our main character running on empty there.
I might have a solution. At Sterling Cooper, we've been pioneering the burgeoning field of research. And our analysis shows that the health risks associated with your
Okay, now, we may not all recognize it, but that is the file that Greta Gutman brought in and that Don threw in his garbage.
some of them die.
So Pete has been up to something.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Again, Pete's got a very valid, very intelligent, very sophisticated point to make here in terms of advertising. The funny thing is, it doesn't carry the room. He gets ridiculed for it. But again, the writer does a great job of, even the villains are given depth, even the losers are given, profound points. There are no cheap shots.
I mean, if cigarettes were dangerous, it would be interesting.
If they are.
He almost wins over the son, but then the father lights into him.
Die with us.
Actually, it's a fairly well-established psychological principle that society has.
At this point, Don knows several things. He knows that Pete has stolen from him. He knows that this is doomed because it's not going to fly. He knows his clients better than Pete does. And he knows that he's got nothing. So this is one of the darkest moments.
The Indians gave it to us for shit's sake.
Come on, Dad.
I love that.
Let's get out of
The Indians gave it to us for shit's sake. It's Americana. And we kind of milk the existential dilemma for Don. These guys would have been out the door by now, but we wanted to give every inch to what Jon Hamm is doing here. It is, the main turning point in the show.
Gentlemen, before you leave, can I just say something?
I don't know, Don. Can you?
And here is probably the
The Federal Trade Commission
speech that we heard the most in audition. It's very hard to pull off, and Jon did it in auditions, and he did it here, and I think we all felt a lot more relaxed and happy once we'd gotten past this scene.
What Lee Jr. said is right. If you can't make those health claims, neither can your competitors.
So, we got a lot of people not saying anything that sells cigarettes.
It's a really subtle idea that the writer's putting across here, and it needs help from the actor to help us understand. And Jon does a wonderful job with it, the way he spells it out, and the way his own enthusiasm comes into it here. And my favorite moment in the speech is at the end when it becomes personal for him in a way, and he sort of moves beyond just the particular struggle of selling tobacco, and you can see he's speaking to something more personal at the very end of his speech. This is the actual slogan for Lucky Strikes of the time. It's toasted. It actually, to be quite honest, had been around for a few decades before our period, but license was taken so that we could tell the story of its genesis here.
Well, gentlemen, I don't think I have to tell you what you just witnessed here.
Pete not looking too happy at the other end of the table.
I think you do.
And Lee Jr. helping us, the audience, get one more whack at understanding. Here's the big line.
Happiness. And you know what happiness is? Happiness is the smell of a new car. It's freedom from fear.
This is probably the only time we see Don lit up doing what he's really, really good at doing.
Whatever you're doing.
And at the very end of it, you can see he's not just talking about tobacco, he's talking to himself here.
You are okay.
He's still a work in progress. And
it's toasted.
Like many Bewitched episodes, the client likes it. We still do have the basic mechanics of a procedural here. Not a good day for Pete. Okay, so celebrating the way they would back then, cigars and whiskey. I love this shot, actually, the depth in the frame. It was a joy to work with Phil Abraham on stuff like this. DP of Sopranos, and also of the pilot and of the first 4 episodes of this series, and then he actually directed an episode later on.
What do you say you reconsider this presidential campaign?
I don't know, bunting and babies, that's hard work. I don't make a hash of it.
This was actually a late addition to the script, I believe. The writer knew he wanted to explore the Nixon campaign later, but it was fairly late in the script, or in the process, that he added it to a reference to it in the scene to let the audience know that there was more to come. The puppies arrive.
I appreciate it.
I told them how amazing you were.
Pete being two-faced. Don not buying it. I love this. John Slattery knows when to leave the room.
Speaking of which, any chance you can patch things up with Rachel Menken? Any way you can be as charming as I said you were?
Haven't you had enough of my magic for one day?
She's worth $3 million.
You're a whore.
Don showing off in front of the puppies that he can talk to the boss that way. None of these guys could say that to Sterling.
Just a minute. Fellas, I think this party's gonna have to move elsewhere.
Michael Gladys.
But it's 5:15. The bachelor party's underway.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, Don. All hands on deck.
Aren't you gonna help
Aaron Staton.
send-off? Maybe next time.
And Rich Summers in the background there, the guy that walked through elevator walls.
Right, Don?
The invitation to the strip club.
If Greta's research was any good, I would have used it.
And now he calls Pete on what transpired at the meeting. Here comes another one of our cheap jokes.
Magic machine that makes identical copies of things.
I love that joke. It's cheap because it's,
I still think she was right.
it's a bit of a wink, but I think it's a great joke. And Pete actually here is interesting. He has enough backbone to say she was right. He doesn't fold, which is one of the things that a rare moment of admiring Pete and seeing he's got more going on than just the hustler or the slimy bad guy. And now Peggy makes a mistake.
I heard you were amazing in the meeting.
Fear stimulates my imagination.
That line, "fear stimulates the imagination," was what was put on the T-shirts for the first, for the crew for the first season. Again, a very low, wide shot of the room,
Standing up for me with Mr. Campbell.
backed as far into the corner as we could get. And here she oversteps. I love this look he gives her right there. It's very hard. And now he sets her straight, and it's painful.
First of all, Peggy, I'm your boss, not your boyfriend.
And she's so tragic. God, I love what she does. She was the first person we cast in the show. So in a way, we built around her. She was the first person who absolutely nailed the character. And that helped us guide us to what the flavor of the show was going to be. We're very lucky to have her.
I hope you don't think I'm the kind of girl.
Of course not. Go home, put your curlers in. We'll get a fresh start tomorrow.
Again, he's being nice to her here and absolutely condescending at the same time.
And Peggy, I need you to place a call.
Fade out. I like this scene for lots of reasons. This is an actual strip club on the Lower East Side that is kind of a postmodern strip club. It's aware of its sort of retro charms. We rearranged the furniture a little bit, but essentially this was it. We took out some air conditioning ducts, rearranged the banquettes, but this is essentially it. And this was one of the scenes that helped me sort of get a handle on the atmosphere and the tone of the show.
Is there some kind of party here?
Oh, and the girls arrive from at the automat.
You pressed a button and they came out.
I hope we're not interrupting anything.
Definitely not.
Well, I have the best seat.
They all do great work. I love the way they play it.
I love this place. It's hot, loud, and filled with men.
I know what you mean.
Another one of our winking lines. I think we did about 100 takes of that to make sure we got the tone right. She is an actual real burlesque stripper who, again, does sort of slightly ironic retro stuff. This is Heather Clark, who plays the date of the evening. She is actually not an actress. She was discovered at she was a waitress, and she came in and did this. Only time she's acted in her life, but I love the fact that she looks so period. There's something about her look that that seemed right for the time.
Girls, I think we should go.
Oh, come on.
You're hurting me.
Pete blows it.
I'll be good.
It's actually quite a tense, uncomfortable scene that's mostly being ignored by the others, and now they can have fun again, and they just pick up where they left off.
What do you fellas do?
You're looking at the finest ad men in New York. Hell, the world.
And this final shot of the curtain was something we made a special point of getting. It's an actual direct lift from a film called La Belle Femme, I think. La Bonne Femme? God, I think. That was one of the inspirations for how we shot. Not how we shot, actually, how we characterized people. We are back at the Lenox Lounge, although we're not supposed to realize that. We just doubled up the locations to save us some time. This is the back room of the Lenox Lounge. That is, in fact, the real zebra wallpaper. The place is really one of the few locations in New York that hasn't been changed in decades and decades and decades. New York has great architecture, but it's very hard to find an interior space that hasn't been updated.
I shouldn't have lost my temper, and I certainly shouldn't have treated you like anything less than a client.
Apology accepted.
Oh, I forgot to mention, I should have said, the waiter that brought the drinks to the table was our AD, Mark McGann. He'd kill me if I let that go by without dropping his name. So for those of you who are AD aficionados, you can rewind and watch the opening shot one more time.
Well, I'm not really as bad as all that. I was under a lot of pressure. Another count.
This is an interesting scene. When I first read it, I don't think I fully appreciated it. It seemed like Don was getting away with too much to me, like he was getting off too easy. And only when I started seeing it, oh, I love that look she just gave him. That was great. Only when I saw it in many auditions did I start to appreciate what the writer had built into it, that how well she turns the tables on him, and how, in fact, superior she is when she, at the beginning of the scene, lets him off the hook and forgives him. It's actually an act of strength on her part, not her, as I first feared, sort of deferring to the man. So this is a scene that I had to sort of grow into to appreciate as a director. And it's wonderfully written and wonderfully played.
Putting on an apron and the thrill of making my father's store what I always thought it should be.
So that's it. You won't get married because you find business to be a thrill.
That, and I've never been in love.
Does a nice job of deflecting that.
Won't get married because she's never been in love. I think I wrote that.
And he's sort of not giving her a break. Being smug, being defended, or barricaded against.
To the heart where you can't,
being open.
you can't work and you just run off and get married and make babies.
Totally dishonest moment. It's great the way he plays
The
it.
reason you haven't felt it is because it doesn't exist. What you call love was invented by guys like me to sell nylons.
Another great line.
Is that right?
And then to our surprise, she's just not buying it. She's seeing something else going on in him, and she takes us and him deeper into his character than he meant for us to go. So it's good writing.
I'm living like there's no tomorrow because there isn't one.
He's feeling pretty good about himself, like he's got all of his ducks in a row and he's a tough guy. And now she starts to mess with him.
But it must be hard being a man, too.
And that beat of sympathy completely throws him. Sympathy tinged with pity, and already he's starting to backpedal, or to, he's certainly uncomfortable.
To be disconnected. To see the whole world laid out.
And she's speaking from her position as a very aware, very intelligent woman and a Jew, and she's saying, we have something in common, and that he is not ready to hear as a tall, handsome, waspy white guy at the top of his game, and it rattles him, but it becomes a basis for their relationship later on.
No. But you can tell your boss that you charmed me.
He came in here thinking he was going to handle the situation really well, and the scene is ending with him not knowing where he stands.
So I guess we'll be seeing each other again.
I'll be back in the office Monday morning. For a real meeting?
I'd like that.
And again, low, wide shot featuring the ceiling. We had to take all the smoke detectors off the ceiling to make the shot, but it was worth it. And this is a nice scene. Vincent doing a great job of playing drunk. It's almost as though he has researched that area.
For the first time today, I'm not selling anything. Does Peggy live here?
This is a funny scene because basically that door she's opening was a broom closet. We had about, I think, 28 inches of clearance behind the door or something. So we had to give the sense of an entire apartment. We jammed a lamp against the door. But you're seeing the entire place right now.
It's okay, Marjorie. We work together.
Put a piece of curtain up to make it look like there might be a window back there. But this was shot down the hall from Midge's apartment. In fact, I think the way I got the brilliant producer Scott Hornbacher to allow us to shoot here was by telling my promise I could get 2 locations out of the place. So we staged this doorway here, and the brilliant Bob Shaw had to make that broom closet look like an apartment.
Why are you here?
Look at that look on her face. It's fantastic. We think of her as the delicate flower, and here she's showing she's got more going on.
I wanted to see you tonight.
And the stillness on her face there.
Me?
I had to see you.
That's a lost man, and this look she gives me here.
Marjorie?
Yeah, Peg?
I'm going to bed now.
And I think that for most viewers is a surprise when she takes his hand and leads him in. She's not behaving the way we expected her to. We thought we knew who she was, and she's acting differently, and it's again, a great case of writing the characters deeper than you expect. This is hilarious. By this point, this is one of the last things we shot, and we had no money left. This set is basically a banquette and a sheet of glass with water on it. You almost get to seeing the C-stand. There it is. That was a C-stand holding the glass. Here, I'm sort of proud of the shot. You can see the reflection of the train leaving in the windows. We timed it so that a Metro North train was going by because we realized in reflection the modern train doesn't look modern. And we had to fight for the rain, but I thought the rain was important, and we got it. This is sort of the long setup to the final reversal of Don's character that I don't think people see coming. I've never liked the music they wound up putting over this scene. There were other pieces of music that I thought were really great, and this one unfortunately lost me, but oh well, there it is. Feel free to play a different song over that couple of shots. And here we meet the spectacular, unique, wonderful January Jones.
I called the office.
And to our dismay, we find out that there is a Mrs. Don Draper. We're sort of throwing a whole other perspective on our character in the final scene of the show.
There's a plate in the oven.
She will be a movie star very soon. She's exceptional. She's sort of the Grace Kelly of our time, and they are great together. They really do look like the plastic bride and groom on the top of a wedding cake. They are the perfect couple, and which is what is sort of the great foundation for the existential dread that they spend most of their lives in. Oh, now we're coming to something that means a lot to me. This shot I put in to sort of build up the final moment. Now, it's a revelation to the audience that he is also a father and has 2 kids. But to me, the important thing is that blonde girl right now that he's brushing the hair back for is my daughter Ginger, who was 4 when we shot this scene. Never acted before, but I think she does a wonderful job of not moving in her bed. And here we feel the weight of everything we know about Don landing on this improbable domestic, sort of heavenly domestic scene. And we're carrying everything we've seen in the show into this. And it's a wonderful, strange reversal to end the show with. Starring Ginger. She's still back there, still sleeping. Good girl. And this is the exterior of the actual house we shot. When we moved the show to California, we had to find a new house. And it's different, but it kind of sort of matches. And that's the end of the pilot. As I say, I hope you watched it without me talking over it, because it's worth watching without me, that's for sure. Thanks. This was Alan Taylor, the director, and hope you enjoyed it.
Does enchantment pour out of every door? No, it's just on the street where you live. Oh, the towering feeling just to know